Let me tell y'all what's going on with Tasha K versus Jessica Reid. It's so obvious. She just mad because she didn't do that interview. So now she's sex shaming that girl and throwing shots at her mama. This is the same person that did that interview about R. Kelly with Jerronda Page. She went all up for her because Jerronda allowed her to do that bullshit-ass interview. That bitch was not sexually assaulted by R. Kelly. She willingly slept with him. He was wrong for sleeping with that little girl, yes. But he didn't force her. He didn't force her to do none of the things that she did. As a matter of fact, she wanted it so bad, she pursued him. The first time she met him, the first time she went to his house, she slept with him. There was plenty of opportunities for her to say no, but she never did. For 8 months. She got mad when R. Kelly cut them $5,000 checks off. So now she wants to tell all. Versus Jessica Reid, who was actually drugged and raped. And Tasha K, grimy ass, just wanted the damn views and subscribers. She wasn't concerned about that girl. That girl had told her that she was sexually molested as a child. She fled straight past that. She didn't ask her anything about that. Her focus was R. Kelly. Wanting to expose R. Kelly with bullshit. It wasn't even nothing to expose. A young girl that was being fast as hell, starstruck, slept with R. Kelly. Bottom line. He paid this bitch hush money for years. And when that ran out, she got mad and wanted to tell all. Versus Jessica Reid. Jessica Reid ain't asking for no money. She asking for justice. She just want her story to be told. She just want her story out there. And this bald head bitch sex shaming that young lady. She dead ass wrong for that. That bitch didn't have no message for Jerronda Page mama. Somebody that welcomed the bullshit, the predators. Somebody that did nothing about their child being molested as a child. Somebody that helped their daughter spend hush money. Y'all know she did. Somebody that didn't know where the fuck her daughter was. Just let her daughter run loose, run wild. Let her daughter lie to her. Versus Jessica Reid mama, who knew where her daughter was, who knew who her daughter was with. Ain't asking for hush money. She's asking for justice. Then we have Jerronda Page, a young girl that was willing to sleep with a grown man. She willingly slept with a grown man for 8 months. She took hush money for years. She even wrote a book to continue to profit off of R. Kelly's name. Versus Jessica Reid, who's only asking for justice. Even in her documentary, she just wants justice. She hasn't taken hush money. She hasn't asked for hush money. She's asking for justice. See the difference? And this bald head bitch got a nerve to sex shame somebody and talk crazy about a so serious situation. This bitch always talking about these celebrities sending her these cease and desist. Bitch, you don't want to be sued by no celebrity. Because it ain't going to go the way you think it is. Bitch, you going to lose. And then as far as these secret sources, bitch, a motherfucker just falling up in your inbox lying to you and making an ass out of you because they know your dumb ass going to put the bullshit out there. You stupid. And people are really noticing it now. All this bullshit you got going on has backfired.
My name is Jocelyn Sullivan, and I am Jessica Reid's mother. I would like to say that I am totally upset about what I'm hearing for the first time. The things that Tasha K said about myself, about my daughter, about my family. She never reached out to communicate with us at all. Her information is bogus. Don't know where she got it from. And I'm really upset about it. Not one time did she reach out to speak with us, to help us in our journey. She don't know the pain and the struggles we went through. So how can she speak on us? For us, it's not about views. It's about justice and closure for Jessica and this family. Regardless to what anybody says, people like her, we're not backing down. We're continuing on our journey. We will continue to fight and struggle to the end. And I'm really, I'm upset. I'm just totally upset because this person is badgering me. She doesn't know me. She doesn't know anything about my family. She doesn't know what happened and how it happened. She's just taking some information, scrambling it up, and putting false documentation out there. Listen, there's no time for foolishness. This struggle is real. We don't have time for people like Tasha K. So, I'm going to pray for you, Tasha K. And all I have to say to you is blessings.
Hey, first and foremost, I would like to say that my mother and I have never sent Tasha K a cease and desist. My mother and I have never personally talked to Tasha K. She has never reached out to us until recently when I guess she found out that Crystal was releasing some information on her about her releasing false information. So I've never spoken to Tasha K via text, via email, on phone, in person, none of the above. So that is the first thing I want to address. The second thing that I want to address is Tasha had a video out about Malika and I and what had occurred that night. I think that she said something to the effect of us not knowing how we got to the party. That is completely false. Malika and I got to the party. Malika and I actually were picked up by a couple of Charlamagne's friends. We did not know who these men were because we had never met them before. We drove with these men to Charlamagne's family's house, which is where we met up with Charlamagne and drove with him to the party. So I indeed knew Charlamagne. We had a relationship. Malika had never met Charlamagne prior to this night, and Malika or I have never met the guys who picked us up prior to this night. So I want to clarify that. I also want to clarify what I mean when I say that me and Charlamagne had a relationship. Our relationship was a friendship, and it was solely that. There was nothing more. He came to my home. He met my mom. He came to my home to pick up my best friend and I, and we all went out as a group. His friends, my friend, we all went out as a group, and we had lunch. He would call my home. I would call the radio station and request songs, and he would play them for me. And on this particular day, I'm sorry, not this particular day, but the day before, the days leading up to the party, when he actually called my phone and invited me to the party, he told me that the party was for him. It was his birthday party. I was not aware of his cousin getting a scholarship. I was not aware of this being a party for his cousin. That is completely false. I was under the impression that I was going to a birthday party for him, which is the only reason I went. So I want to clarify that as well.